Hello everybody, today we're going to be on Copart looking at wrecked cars in Atlanta. So again, these are going to be wrecked or salvaged or whatever cars that have floods or just don't work for whatever reason. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this 2017 Toyota Sienna LE. This one is in the northern part of Atlanta, and it's worth 27 grand, so still a good amount of money, and with only 9,700 miles on the odometer. Rear end damage is the primary damage, and side damage is the secondary. Again, worth 27 grand. It's got a South Carolina certificate of title salvage, so probably purchased or something like that in South Carolina. It's a blue van with a 3.5-liter V6 engine, front-wheel drive, automatic transmission. It takes gasoline. The keys are with the car, and it was updated on June 26, 2018 at 11:49 a.m. Eastern Time. So now you can see the van. It's a van. I mean, it's nice, but it's just a van. Nothing that's just super interesting. It's a van. It definitely shows its vaniness in the front. Right here, though, it's been wrecked pretty badly there. But it's nothing compared to this rear end. I mean, this is just awful. It's just horrendously awful. It was in 2017. It still had a long life. It was a Toyota van. It had a long life ahead of it, but that was halted by a pickup truck or something like that, smashing into the rear of this van. And it was a 2017, I mean, but you can still pick one up for around 27 grand if you want. This one is 27 grand, like I said. Interior is very, very nice, at least for a van. Cloth interior, or cloth seats, and a nice cream and gray interior, so very, very nice. The interior looks nice though. A little dirt on these seats there, but that's whatever. And there's the engine, odometer, and the extent of the damages one last time. Again, very nice van, at least on the front passenger side. You wouldn't suspect anything wrong with it. However, our next car is going to be this 2013 Nissan Sentra S in the southern part of Atlanta. It's got 48,000 miles on the odometer, nearing 50. It's got an Alabama certificate of title, so probably bought in Alabama. Purchased in Alabama, something like that. Front end damage, and it's worth just over 10 grand. And no secondary damages. 4-door white sedan with a puny little 1.8-liter 4-cylinder automatic transmission, gasoline. The keys are with the cars. It was updated on June 25th, 2018 at 6:06 p.m. local time. So you can see, here are the pictures. Bumpers just falling off. You can see that this car was probably, it underrode the back bumper of a car, more likely a pickup truck. I can tell by the damages. One fact, though, it has the grille of an Altima. Something I just figured out. Rear end doesn't look that bad. It looks just like a Sentra. Bumpers just hanging down, misaligned a little bit. But yeah, moving on to the interior. Dirty seats, airbag deployed. There's the key fob, so it's a push button start. Normal interior, just dirty cloth seats. There's your engine. There's your your little gauges, your miles per gallon, things like that, what gear you're in. And then there's the extent of the damages one last time. Our next car is going to be this 2007 Cadillac Escalade ESV, this time in western Atlanta. It's got a Georgia certificate, so yeah, it was in Georgia. It's got It's worth $9,600. Cheapest car yet and the most luxurious, but whatever. It's got 0 miles on the odometer, or at least it claims to have, but that's just saying it's exempt front end damage and rear end damage. Um, it's a 4-door SUV. It's black. It's a huge 6.2 liter V8, all wheel drive. Again, V8, automatic transmission, takes gasoline. User with the car, and it was updated on June 22nd, 2018 at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Time. So you can see the whole bumper just fell off. Just awful. The rear glass, it's gone. You can see. Rear looks kind of normal though. Side airbags. Very nasty, dirty interior. It's got bucket seats in the second row like a minivan. It is a luxury full-size SUV, however. There's your engine, just humongous engine. Your gauge cluster and the extent of the damages. One more time. Our next car is going to be this 2008 Chrysler 200. I'm going to call it a 200. It's a Sebring, but I'm going to call it a 200. It's a touring. It's in eastern Atlanta, and it's worth just over $3,300. The odometer reads 160,000 miles, and the primary damage is just minor dents and scratches. So, there's nothing really wrong with the car, cosmetically at least. But it is a convertible. It's a teal convertible with a 2.7 liter V6, so a pretty good engine, I'll say. Front wheel drive, again, 6 cylinders, automatic transmission. It takes gasoline. The keys are not with the car, and it was updated on May 22nd, 2018 at 11:56 a.m. Eastern Time. So you can see, it looks normal, nothing wrong with it. It looks just like, a car from this era. That's because it just has minor scratches and dents. So, you can pick this up for $3,300 and be on your merry way. Oh, except that you can't find the keys. Anyway, so, there's the rear. It's a nice little convertible top. The little trunk is misaligned just a little bit that you can barely tell, but I could tell. You can see nice interior, nice little cloth seats. Looks like a Chrysler from 2008, obviously. There's the engine. Odometer, your tachometer, things like that. And then, there's the front end of the car or the extent of the damages. One last time. Our next car is going to be this 2011 Chevrolet Cruze LT. This particular Cruze has $6,169, and it has 118,072 miles. Front end damages, and this one is in eastern Atlanta. Front end is a primary damage, and undercarriage is a secondary, and it's worth $6,100. Like I said, it's a black 4-door sedan with a puny little 1.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. Automatic transmission, takes gasoline. You have the keys, and it was updated on June 26, 2018 at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's go ahead and look at it. So, I would say if it weren't damaged, it would look very sporty. It looks kind of sporty, like a Dodge minivan. Yeah, so it can look kind of sporty. Anyway, you can see the tire just fell off, revealing the brake discs, and the fender isn't too far off. Neither is the bumper, front bumper at least. The rear, it looks just fine, However, there are some writings on the glass there, the window. again, this side doesn't look all that bad, you know. Interior, a nice leather interior, black leather interior, um, automatic transmission, things like that. Very clean interior. There's your little engine. There's your speedometer. I like digital speedometers and, you know, things like that. And then there's the extent of the damages one last time. Alright, so we're down to our last two cars. And it's this 2017 Mazda 6 Sport. This one is in the southern part of Atlanta. It's worth $18,000 still, with 13,000 miles on it. This one has side damages for the primary damages, and it has a Washington certificate. So I don't know what it's doing out in Atlanta, but whatever. Side damages, and then minor scratches and dents. Again, worth $18,000 to the white 4-door sedan, obviously. 2.5 liter 4-cylinder for the engine, front wheel drive, automatic transmission, and it takes gasoline. We have the keys, and it was updated on June 28, 2018 at 2:48 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can see very, very dirty windshield. First thing I like to point out. Other than that, it looks like a Mazda from this era. But then when you get right here, I mean, just, oh my goodness. I don't even know what happened here. But it's not looking too hot there. The other side looks just fine. But the seat looks like it's been torn, probably from the airbag. But cloth seats, black interior. Again, cloth seats a little dirty, but you know. There's your engine. And there's your little tachometer, speedometer, things like that. These are your gauge cluster. The door handle fell off on that door, but it doesn't really matter because the whole doors just look obliterated. You can't even see anything right there, but yeah, the doors just look obliterated. And our last car will be this 2002 Volvo S80 in the northern section of Atlanta. It's worth just around $2,400. So our cheapest car, other than the Escalade, or you know, it's got 154,000 miles on it, and it was in an undercarriage. So engine probably won't start or anything like that. It's a black 4-door sedan with a 2.9 liter V6. Front wheel drive, automatic transmission, gasoline. We have the keys, and it was updated on June 27, 2018 at 4:46 p.m. Eastern Time. So now you can see front end, it's dirty and just dirty. You can see it's an 02 Volvo. All around, it's an 02 Volvo, pretty much. Volvo S80, nothing on the exterior to talk about. Going on to the interior, it has power seats and a nice little leather seating, a black interior, automatic transmission. Same deal with the rear seats. Not really a dirty car either. So you can see the front end of the car and the tachometer, odometer, things like that. And there is the front end of the car. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.